سبحان فالق الإصباح.
Allahu Akbar!
Ding dong. Hello?
Yes, that's right, infidels. You found us here, channelattitude.com, Hameen Media Group, where you get the most real talk, the best reviews of all your favorite wrestling shows from AEW and WWE, Impact, and more, because we're going to break it all down with the best staff in professional wrestling at HMG. So you don't need to go anywhere else, because there's no 5 stars here. There's only $5 face slaps, infidel.
Allahu Akbar!
So sign up today, channelattitude.com, Hameen Media Group, and join the Hameen Army for the most real talk in professional wrestling. YOLO!
The PWC Network. What the world is watching and listening to.
Hello, I'm Homeboy Shivani, and now the PWC, the Pro Wrestling Coalition, is on the air for the most exciting 2 hours of professional wrestling podcasting in the world. We're gonna put butts in seats and ears to the streets. And now, here are your hosts, Jimmy T and Christopher Ambs.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast about AEW Dynamite. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the PWC to present to you the Wednesday night skirmish. I'm your host, Christopher Ambs. That's AMBS, like lambs with no L or bullshit first thing in the morning. If you ever forget how to spell my name, you're going to hear it at the start of every show I'm on. I am here with my usually unusual co-host with the most from the Port Phillip Coast, a good friend to you and me, Also, fuck the kookaburra. It's him in the old gum tree, Jimmy T of the PWC. Jimmy, how the hell are you, mate?
I'm great, mate. I'm fabulous. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling good. Except, I can't believe you made me remix Where on Earth is fucking Carmen San Diego, bro. That's crazy.
That might be like my most proud moment of of the week for sure. I was out to dinner with my girls, and that fucking song came on the radio, like the actual radio, and I was like,
no shit,
what the fuck?
Why the fuck would they play that on the radio? Right.
Honestly, man. So I was like, okay. Anyway, I came home, and then the girls were like, Daddy, I want to hear that song again. So I had to play it for them a couple of times. So then it was stuck in my head. So then I tweeted it out, and I was like, this is a fucking banger. And, after that, I was like, man, I wonder if Jimmy can remix this fucking song at all. So the audience is going to get a nice little treat at the end of this. They're going to get to hear a remixed version of this. But, yeah.
Hey, put it this way, man. It came out a lot better than I expected, put it that way. So it's just weird, bro. I can't believe it's stuck in my head. I'm not going to lie. All I'm hearing is, where on earth is Carmen San Diego? So it's
where
like, damn
in
it.
the world is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah. Carmen San Diego.
Fucking fantastic.
That's funny.
All right.
Excuse me.
So, Jimmy.
Yes.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, don't, please. Don't do the Cody on me. As a matter of fact, I don't think he actually did that this time on Raw this past week. For the first fucking time. He must be listening to our shows, Chris.
There's a few people that I wonder if they're listeing to our shows after tonight.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, yeah, let's DynamiteSucks.com. Well, nothing new there.
You know what? I'm confused, though. I'm kind of confused, Chris. I'm not going to lie. I mean, but a lot of shit was obvious, too. Like, we'll get to some of this shit. I don't want to go too deep. But basically, I'm left a little confused. That's all I'm saying. And I'll tell you why once we get to certain points anyway.
All right, cool. We will definitely talk about that. But let's talk about the news. So I guess first of all, before we get into silly things like professional wrestling and all that, I just want to say that Nashville is in our thoughts and prayers this week after yet another deadly school shooting that took the lives of 3 children, 3 adults.
Why is this shit still happening all the time, man? I just don't understand. It's almost, I hate to say it like this, but it's become like, I don't even want to say it, but it just doesn't stop, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't even want to say what's really on my mind. Something's got to be done, but I don't know if you can do anything about it, man.
Yeah, well, that's just it, right? It winds up becoming a question of like, what do you want to do? What are you willing to do? And what can you even do according to the dictates of the country that you're living in? So, like, one thing that you will often hear, especially whenever there's a mass shooting, is liberals will crack on, if I can use an Australian term, about gun control, right? And the problem with that is that the Second Amendment makes it very clear that Americans have a right to bear arms. Now, people will say, "Oh yeah, but that changed and blah blah blah, and that only means so much, and that only means to this level, and et cetera, et cetera." But the problem is that if you understand the Constitution of the United States, what it says and what it makes very clear is that the rights that people have are not given to them by the government. They are given by God. And the government is basically promising that they won't fuck it up. So the right to bear arms is not a right given to American citizens by the American government. It is a right given to them by God and sustained by the U.S. government. So I don't think that that's something that you can actually do in America, and I don't know that it's the most appropriate response to things. I want to say, like, if you banned guns, then X, Y, Z, and there wouldn't people wouldn't be able to kill so many people at once, and that might be true, but it might, like, I don't think that it would completely take away from the violence of mass murdering psychopaths. I think that
No, it won't.
I
It
think
won't.
that
100%.
like in Canada, for instance, like I live just outside of Winnipeg, right?
Right.
And in Winnipeg, we have very little gun violence, right? Because there's not a lot of handguns. Although, I mean, fucking near everybody in Western Canada has a rifle, right? Like we all have guns.
Right, of course, for hunting and shit.
Yeah, but so it's like the capital city of Canada for stabbing, right? So people get stabbed often in Winnipeg, in violent cities.
And quite frankly, I'd rather be shot, man, because that's the same issue here. But there's a lot of gun shooting shit here too. But continue on. I'll get to me in a minute.
Yeah, well, and like a lot of the arguments that people make, especially for like international, like I've heard people say like, oh, the UK, there was that shooting in Scotland, and then after they banned the guns, there were no more shootings in.
You
in
don't
the
hear
UK.
about shootings in the UK at all, really, bro. Like it just.
Yeah. Do you remember all the shootings you heard about before then?
There was a few actually, though. No, there was a couple.
There were zero
In the
Jimmy.
UK?
There was zero.
There
in
was
the
one
UK.
instance, actually, was involved an American, believe it or not, that was in the UK that used a firearm. But it's extremely, extremely rare. But I'll tell you one thing. Here, you hear about gun violence compared to the UK. It doesn't even hold a candle. But there's a lot of stabbings too. But I'm telling you one thing, man. Over here, the Crims, they're going to get their hands on weapons, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, especially when it comes to guns. I don't want to like circle out a particular nationality or anything like that in Australia that bring it all in, but think about it, man. There's quite a few dudes that fucking bring in a lot of contraband, but the guns, man. I mean, I've seen it around me, bro, before. Like I've seen it. Like I've seen people fucking carry, man. It's fucked up, but
yeah. Well, and I have a possessions and acquisition license. Like I have rifles. I've had rifles my whole life. I grew up in the bush, man. Like you think that
exactly.
who grows up where I do doesn't have firearms. We all have firearms, but there's never any school shootings.
Yeah, there's never been school shootings here too, bro. Not that I fucking can remember. Yeah. The Facebook user says, "Come to Texas. We have all the guns." I know. You're allowed to carry like on the street in Texas, man. You know what I mean? Which is true. That's a fact.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because that's the thing about the states, though, man. Because of all the states have different laws and shit. Whereas with us, I'm talking about you and I.
Yep.
Like there's the thing is, all our states or provinces all sort of got similar laws. You know what I mean? Yep. There are certain things that are different, but technically it's all the same shit. You know what I mean? Whereas in the States, everything's different, from taxes to fucking to guns and whatnot, Because New York, like for example, in New York, you'd say the gun laws there are similar to the way our countries are, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're strict for American
absolutely.
states. Yep.
But see, I remember a time where you were able to purchase guns when guns were legal here, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a lot more like mass shootings, though. I will say that, like especially between like biker gangs, like you'd say.
Sure.
And there was massacres, man, between the crews over here, and also there was a lot of shootings in terms of serial killers. You don't really get that anymore here, like with serial killers, man. I don't really hear about it anymore. But during the 90s and 80s,
yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, serial killing in general has become a lot less prevalent in Western society in general. Like
even in the States, would you say?
Yeah, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, there was a new serial killer every week, and they had a name and an MO, and everybody knew they were there, and they were scared of them, and et cetera, et cetera. So
crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's one of those situations where it's like, okay, like I think probably the thing that I've sort of noticed this week is like Republicans have a tendency right now to be saying that there's an epidemic of, transgenderism because this person was transgender and that kind of thing. I don't think there's I don't think that's the thing that there's an epidemic of, but I also don't think that there's an epidemic of guns in general. I don't think that, Canada has almost as many per capita guns as the United States does, and we don't have school shootings.
Right, right.
That just doesn't happen here. So it's an epidemic of mental illness, and I
I
think
was going to ask you. You took the words out of my mouth.
I think it's an epidemic of mental illness, and I think generalized, like if I can generalize this, there's an epidemic of generalized extremism on every side. You know, so far I haven't seen any situation, but here's the thing too. So far, we see situations where somebody gets completely radicalized in like insane ideology. Now either it's, this faux communism that seems to be sort of taking over now in a lot of leftist circles, where they say like, we have to be the spearhead of the revolution, right? Or you get the opposite, where you get, the white kid a couple of years ago who went in and shot up a black church because
Oh yeah.
they
Right,
took our
yeah.
jobs or whatever, like
The fuck, bro.
there's an epidemic of just generalized radicalism in the West. I'm not saying it's particularly
No, you're
in
right.
America, but
It's true, man. Absolutely true. Fucking, it's too much, and that's what I mean. I was gonna ask you, like what makes these people do this shit, man? You know what I mean?
yeah, like I said, it's a combination. So it's a combination of mental illness, the
But why?
availability of guns.
But
I do think
right,
that is a
yeah.
problem. I do
Do
think
you
that
really think that would prevent shit though? Because the thing is, if they want to get their hands on shit, they will.
yeah,
Like it is what it is. If you really want a gun, even with with strict gun laws, you will fucking get a gun. Like it's just you got to know the right people, right? So it's like it is what it is.
yeah, I agree with you, and that's the thing. Like it's hard to know even what to suggest to people. First of all, because I mean we're from the Commonwealth, and like it's not our country, right? But secondly, I really don't know what the answer is. I think that more money being put into mental health screenings and that kind of thing is a good idea. But again, you wind up in a slippery slope where if you say, okay, well, we have to do a background check before you can purchase your weapon, right? It needs to be more stringent.
Well, that's how it
And
is, right? For us,
okay,
it is anyway.
and okay, right? But the problem with that is like that could mean, now I'm not saying it will, but it could mean, and this is what makes people paranoid, is that when the liberal government is in charge, if you voted conservative, you're on the list and you can't buy a gun. And when the conservative government is in charge, if you've ever said anything that's remotely communist, you'll be on the list and you won't be able to buy a gun. So those kinds of situations can get heavily politicized very quickly, which is exactly why gun control has always been such a difficult situation in America.
Yeah, and really, like you can't. It's too late now to like take away the guns, man. I just feel like it's too, entrenched in their society too. Like, I just feel like in some ways, it's better for them to have their guns, man. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because of a lot of shit just goes down. But then again, like you said, if there wasn't as many guns and just the easy access to guns, I mean, isn't there fucking vending machines in some places where you can buy guns, bro, in the States?
Yeah, like again,
I'm
like
pretty
buying,
sure there is, right?
yeah, like buying firearms is pretty easy in the States. Like it's significantly easier there than it is here. But again, I don't think guns are the problem. I don't think that. I think if you got
guns don't kill people. People kill fucking people, bro.
Yeah, I think that that's right. I've like I said, like I've always had guns my entire life. I've never shot anybody. My gun has never shot anyone. let's put it that way. So yeah, it's one of those things.
Though, when did the gun laws come in with Canada, man? Because as far as I see, it feels like it's been there forever, like it's been implemented.
Yeah, it's never really like we've never really had like the kinds of like Second Amendment that the U.S. has, where like it's
see,
written
we did,
right,
bro.
Right. Right. It was like written right into your constitution of
It
like
was,
it's,
dude.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking about they took it away in '96, dude. For us, that's not that long ago when you think about it, yeah.
Right.
And all because of I don't know if you've heard about it there. I know it was worldwide news, but the Port Harbour massacre.
Yeah.
Do you remember hearing about that? Yep. Right. It's a crazed dude, a crazed fucking. It wasn't a school shooting, but it was similar. This dude just turned up to like a tourist spot, like at the old part of, fuck, man, the Port Harbour thing, and in Tasmania, and just started shooting everybody, bro.
Yeah.
And then that's how the gun laws came in. And John Howard was our prime minister at the time. Like, he just, one day, just bang. Like, suddenly, all right, we're buying back all the guns, whatever guns you give out, we're buying them all back, right? And for whatever reason, a lot of people were just cool with it. There wasn't any, like, protest. But I remember going to Kmart, bro, as a teen. Kmart, I'm talking about Kmart, bro. And you could buy fucking any gun you want.
Right.
Like, it's fucking nuts, So, yeah, it went from that to like now. So, I remember very well when they were around and now that they're not. So, and it was in our constitution, but for whatever reason, everybody was cool with it. Not everybody, but 90% of them were.
Right. And I mean, listen, here's a question, right? Do you think if your citizens were still as armed as they were before, that the stringent and ridiculous lockdown measures that you guys went through would have flown? Or do you think that your government would have known we can't push people that hard?
Oh, man, Australians are fucking weird, bro. I'll tell you that straight up. And what I mean by weird, like, do you remember when we were getting all the lockdowns and all that bullshit right here? And it was real bad, like the worst in the world.
Ridiculous.
At one point. Like, ridiculous. I didn't give a fuck. I was still going out.
Literal concentration camps.
Literally. So I was like, at first I was a bit paranoid, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing this." Like, they can get fucked because legally I can walk the fuck out if I want. Legally, they can't really stop you, man. Right? Really, they can't. They can say blah blah blah, but really, I got pulled over from the cops numerous occasions. They couldn't fucking arrest me. No. Like, they couldn't do shit. What are they gonna do? Like, really? Go home? That's what they pretty much tell you to do. That's it, right?
No.
But that's it. Exactly. There's nothing they can... So anyway, the point is, everyone started rioting here at one point when they had enough, right?
I remember.
And yeah, and they were chanting every day bullshit. And then next you know it, what every day? Like, that's the thing. And then what's even more crazy, these idiots, and I'm going to call my own people idiots from my state, vote the same cocksucker back in power, bro, after all that.
Right.
And to top it off, this guy's in China right now, and he's keeping all of us in the dark on why he's there, which is even more suspicious, right? So how do you vote this idiot fucking back in after what he did to all of us, and you vote this cocksucker right back in? Like, give me a fucking break, man. And we got a few comments, dude, like in the chat.
I know.
Medium 5 says, probably is too many people get away from the mental aspect shit. That's what we're saying, right? Yeah. Who sell the guns, let the mental aspect go. If the person says yes, people have to check if they have mental issues. He also says, I own 6 firearms, and that's a fucking problem. Sir Jam, though, also says, take away guns, you take away the innocent from protecting themselves, the criminals will always have them. We agree. We were saying the criminals will always get their hands on it. The only difference is you don't get a lot of bullshit fucking shootings like the school shootings. I guarantee you, if there was some sort of restriction, right, I don't see the school shootings happening as frequently as they do in the States.
Mm-hmm. But again, like you're talking about, like, according to American tradition and American understanding, you're talking about taking away people's God-given right.
But that's it, and I know that. That's the thing. That's why I said you can't take away the guns from them, man.
No,
like,
you can't.
You just can't. It's too late. Like, it's too, like, embedded into their fucking culture. You know what I mean?
You can't. And you know what? I wouldn't want to. Guns are, like, there's nothing wrong with guns.
Hey, look, I'll be honest. The way the cops are over there, man, at times, like, fuck me, man. I would want to be fucking, like, I'd want to be fucking loaded.
Stay strapped.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, all right. So let's wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this up with the quote of the week because I think that it pertains to all of this. And it's a Confucius quote that says, A man is great not because he hasn't failed. A man is great because failure hasn't stopped him.
Spot on, man. But also Media M5. And what up, Mike, man? It was good talking to you earlier. But he says man made the God-given law, which is also true. I mean, think about it.
I think that that's objectively true, but people who believe are going to argue that they should have guns because the right is God-given. Just like
Right.
they'll say that, like just the exact same way that they'll say that the government can't take away my God-given right to say what I want, which is like that, and that is how the Constitution is written. The government is not saying we give you the right to do this. The government in the American Constitution is literally saying God has given you these rights and we will protect them. So it's really hard.
And that's why it's hard to, even when you really think about it, is it better to have, like, you know, the guns or not, even in our own countries? But then again, like I said, there are shootings. I'm sure there's still shootings in Canada too, right?
Sure.
It's not like, but it's not the same. Like, yeah, you get shootings even here, right? Pretty frequently, but not frequently. Like, I hear about it maybe once a week sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe a couple of months, say.
Right.
I don't know if that's a bad thing, if it's bad or not, but generally the innocent don't get sort of, like, they don't get shot at. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, that's the difference, man. Whereas, you know, in the States, unfortunately, you hear a lot of innocent bystanders getting shot a lot of the times, man. Even kids and shit, which is fucked up. But I don't know, man. It's a tough situation. I really don't know what to do when it comes to that, man. I don't know if it's better or not. But like Sir Jam said, I feel like, you know, he's right. Like, I don't know, but you know what? Before we get into the wrestling, I want to say one more thing, right? And like Media M5 says, he goes, okay, let's all do coke and talk Dynamite. I will in a minute, but I'll talk a little more real life Dynamite if you get what I mean. But oh man, I forgot what I was going to say now. That threw me off. I know it was something about that, right? But you know what? Let's just talk Dynamite.
All right, let's pivot here and let's talk about fucking Dynamite. Because, yeah, man, I could go on and on about political stuff, but wrong
show, I guess.
Exactly,
we
wrong show.
We need to do a fucking, what do you call it? Fast Center, bro.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that one of these days, man. Anyway, our show, Dynamite, starts off with a match between Jungle Boy and Matt Hardy. I'm gonna try to talk about all of the positive things that I like about this show. It's going to be hard because this was not a good show, and even things I was excited for were done so fucking wrong, and we'll get into it. But I do enjoy the fact that they seem to be evolving the idea of the Firm as a group, right? Like Matt Hardy was originally, like, his contract was bought by the Firm and he was being forced into being a part of the Firm, and you know, he didn't like it and everybody hated him and etc. And now they're starting to become, you know, friends, and it's like Hardy's happy being part of the Firm, you know. So I kind of like that. I like that there is some actual character development involved in that kind of a storyline, and I honestly don't know how much of that is just Matt and some of the guys in the Firm being like, well, why don't we just do a slow burn here and have things, you know, work its way into something more organic or more friendly or whatever. But I like it, so I want to shout it out because, again, I'm not going to say a lot of positive things about this fucking show.
I will say this, you know what, believe it or not, I'm going to say a good thing about this match. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be, man. The first half was fucking slow, but for whatever reason, it started kind of picking up. I mean, think about it. It's Jungle Boy against Matt Hardy. This match shouldn't have even been half decent. I will say, though, Jungle Boy really made Matt Hardy look like an old motherfucker, bro, if you know what I mean. He just looks slow, right?
He is old. Matt Hardy has not been able to walk properly
shit.
In years, man. He walks like with his back like almost completely straight. If you notice when he walks, he walks almost like robotically.
Yeah. He's gonna need hip replacement, man. 100%.
Oh, for sure. Middle of the match, Hook comes down for no discernible reason that I could tell.
I was tripping out too. Is there something I'm missing here, man? Like, why is Hook
Ethan Page was yelling at the ref, so Hook came down to save the ref.
I didn't even know what the fuck's going on here. And I was thinking, is there something I've missed? There must have been something I've missed. Anyone in the chat, can you tell us what we've missed, if we've missed anything? Because I have no idea why. Must have been on... Well, I think there's been a lot of shit with the firm on Dark, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, well, okay, good. Well, maybe I should watch Dark then.
Maybe. Jeez.
All right. Anyway, Jungle Boy wins, and they quickly show Darby and Sammy, who are both backstage watching the match. MJF comes down to have a chat. MJF dressed like a champion. He says a lot of stuff. He says Perry has a right to be pissed, but only at himself.
He's bipolar,
because he
bro.
works
I'm
hard.
Say it.
MJF doesn't have to work hard because he's great. And MJF told Jungle Boy years ago that he shouldn't trust people in wrestling. And
wow,
yep,
it's true. They're all sharks. But I'm confused, bro.
If Twitter has taught me anything over the last 2 weeks here.
No, but for real, man, like, I'm so confused because the thing is, MJF was going between, like, babyface and then ultra heel and then babyface, then ultra heel, then babyface again. You can't have it both ways like that. Yeah, it's cool. It's real talk, right? Whatever. But you can't go one way this way and then go back that way and then go back this way again. And, like, I'm left fucking confused, man. Yeah. Like, what's the point of building up to the other guys when now it feels like they're building between Mr. Jumping Jack Perry and MJF? Like, doesn't it feel like we're going in that direction now?
I think yes, but I think that probably over the next several weeks we're going to see similar type segments where you'll see Jack Perry backstage watching a match Sammy Guevara won, and then MJF will come out and confront Sammy, etc. So they're going to build each one of these guys separately. Week to
and
week.
What? To kill them after MJF destroys them all? Like when they have a four-way?
Like, I sure fucking hope so.
He will. I guarantee you he will, man. But that's my problem, though. How do you build these guys as your four pillars if they're going to be all losers eventually, right? And then what? And why is it necessary to have these four guys go at it right now? No, it's not. Wait till the future, man. When they become like household names, like proper stars per se, if they get to that.
I was going to say, do you really think they're going to get there? These guys?
I don't know, man. Like, I can't stand Jungle Boy. MJF obviously is on a different level.
Yeah.
I do think Darby has got the most potential, though, out of the other three.
Yeah, but how long is he going to be able to do this?
Well, that's a good question.
With the way that he wrestles, how long is he going to be able to do this? Because this guy does not have a 25-year career ahead of him.
Hell no. I mean, if he doesn't stop doing what he's fucking doing, he's got another 5 years tops, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And do you think that he can become a world championship level superstar professional wrestling in the next 5 years? Given the inability of this company to book anything like with consistency. Because I don't.
I honestly can't answer that question because I don't know how the fuck
Sammy
TK
Guevara
would be feeling.
Sammy Guevara is, I don't know.
Trash.
For me, he's X-Pac heat. I don't even want to see him on my TV.
Look, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. He's not totally trash. I don't mind him per se, right? But if you want to look at the bigger picture, he's nothing higher than an upper mid-card tops. That's his ceiling to me.
He's Daniel Garcia.
He's better than Garcia. A lot better. Come on. Garcia cannot talk at all, bro. Like, he's got no personality. At least fucking Guevara has some sort of person. Like, this guy is dry as fuck, dude. Like, he looks awkward. I'm talking about fucking Garcia.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, he's just a dry fucker, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't even be in a main event, let alone on TV.
Exactly. Okay, let's keep talking here about this segment. Where did I leave off? Okay, segment dragged on a little bit. Jungle Boy is not a good interview, although he got fired up kind of halfway through here, and I did like his fire up. I did like what he had to say during that fire up. But again, it's, I'm mad. I'm gonna say piece of shit on TV, and everyone, ooh, he said shit. Oh,
They say fuck every week, bro. I mean, come on.
arf, 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 arf. This is AEW fans.
Like, that's a good one.
Fuck me.
But as you see, those heads in fucking St. Louis, bro. Woof. Oh, there was some heads in there. But no, for real though, man. Look, I can't take Jack Perry serious though. I mean, if he was acting like that to my face, I kid you not, I'd start laughing, bro.
I just slap him, like not punch him.
Just
like
full
I
bitch,
boxed.
bah!
Keep in mind, I've boxed for like 15 years. Like I can actually fight. I would open hand slap that little fucker.
Hey, slaps can do fucking damage, dude.
Apparently.
I mean, come on. Oh,
Fucking
no,
slap fight.
I'm telling you. Dude, just bang, right across the fucking face. Forget it, bro. He can knock motherfucking... Man, did you see, that slapping bullshit they do in Russia?
Yeah. Oh, they did in the States too. Fucking
Yeah,
Dana
I
White
know,
had
recently.
a whole series.
Yeah, I know, that was stupid. But usually it's all in Russia all the time, right? That's where
Yeah.
that shit is really big in. Dude, there was one motherfucker that got a fucking slap and a half, dude. That fully... I mean, this guy looks like he's fucked up, like broken jaw. I mean, face like this, I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
I seen
that's
it.
heavy, man. Yeah.
I seen it. Yeah.
I mean, how savage is that, bro? Imagine that guy's punch, man. Jesus.
I don't know, but now I know. Now I know. A new finisher we could have for somebody.
The bitch slap?
Yeah, but it'd have to be like a really
The
small.
Ruski.
Ooh, they should bring back Marco Stunt, and that can be his finisher.
It would just be like, psh, psh.
Yeah, and he can
Oh,
beat. And he
man.
can beat Brian Cage on his first night. Be great.
Oh, that's funny. Medium 5 says, Jungle Boy has a square fucking head. You just want a cunt punt. I've never heard that one. Cunt punt. Not cunt punch, but a cunt punt. That's a good one, actually. I'll give you that one, Mikey.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's pretty good. MJF goes after Anna Jay. Basically says that she told him that Jungle Boy is soft between the legs, which I
don't even think he's got a fucking cock, bro, to be fair.
I mean, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
He's lucky, though. I'll give him that. Can't hate
He's a
him on
very
that.
tiny man. Also, help me. Anna Jay is a heel right now, isn't she?
Yes. I know, it's stupid, but continue.
She's a heel. She's part of the Jericho Appreciation Society. She changed her name to Anna JAS.
Yeah. Does that stand for like ass or some shit, like jazz?
And we're acknowledging that she's with the babyface who's meant to challenge for the world title.
Apparently, allegedly, I don't know if that's fact or not, but that's where we're heading. Apparently.
No, okay. I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure.
And you know what else is fucking
Booker of the
stupid,
Year.
man? Booker of the Year. Speaking of Booker of the Year, though, how has he not put Anna Jay with Jungle Boy and calling her Jane? I mean, honestly,
yeah.
bro, like, think about it. She should be Jane.
Yeah,
Like, really?
she should. But also, if you're gonna be Jungle Boy, if you're gonna do the Tarzan thing, you have to come across you have to actually come across like the kind of person who's a bit of a beast and needs somebody to control, etc. And Jungle Boy is just
Jungle Boy ain't got shit on the real OG Tarzan, bro.
no. Yeah, the real
Let's be
OG
honest.
Tarzan like ripped people's heads off and shit. Like, no, like OG Tarzan, like the fucking books. OG Tarzan was a badass.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Well, Sir Jam had the same, was talking about pretty much what you just said. What about acknowledging Anna Jay as a heel? Is the girlfriend of the quote top babyface, unless Jungle Kid is going to join MJF and become an entitled Hollywood kid, which would be good. I actually think he should. And especially being that entitled Hollywood kid. I think that would be a fucking great idea, dude. I was thinking that to myself.
Yep.
Yeah, make it... Dude, act like your old man. Act like fucking Luke Perry. Alright, who at least was fucking somewhat cool. Well, he's way, much cooler than his son, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was
seriously.
almost like not that it's really comparable, but like Luke Perry was kind of like
He was a heartthrob, bro.
yeah, and he was kind of like a
The bitch
James
is one of
Dean
them
type character.
Yeah,
He
hey,
was sort of a
he kind of
bad
resembled him a
boy,
bit, dude.
You know,
No doubt.
Yeah.
Absolutely, facts. I mean, Jungle Boy ain't got any sort of drip compared to his old man. Like none.
Yeah, none
Like,
whatsoever.
Just none. He just looks fucking what do you call it? Like gated, bro. Like, you know, like closed off. Probably stayed home all the time. You know, silver spoon in his mouth, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not his fault. Fuck. But you know,
And he got into
hasn't had a
wrestling because
fucking-
he loves wrestling. Great, but
which is true. He always did, and same with his old man. It was his old man that pretty much got him into wrestling.
yeah, but I mean, so he's basically like a real life Jim Cornette. Instead of Mama Cornette, it's Daddy Perry. Like,
Oh, if you said that to Corny, man, you get heat for that one, bro.
well,
I guarantee you.
I just mean like that. That should be the gimmick. It should be.
That's
it
Russo
should be
heat right
Jungle
there, bro.
Boy.
I know. Dude, he shouldn't be Jungle Boy anymore. Like, turn him into I know they're trying to go that fucking Jungle Jack Perry sort of route. But
Yeah,
then
but why
stop.
jungle? What does he have to do with the fucking jungle?
Maybe he
Is he
doesn't
from
use
the
Manscaped,
jungle,
bro.
Did he do time in the jungle? Does he somehow look like Tarzan? No. The only thing that him and Tarzan have in common is their ability to speak English properly. Fuck that kid. Anyway, moving on. Don Callis asked for an interview. He admits that Page didn't hurt him on purpose. Says Kenny needs to be focused to beat Jeff Cobb tonight.
Yeah, it is weird, bro. Again, obviously something, and I think, because after what happened to him later on, I'm left confused again. Like, you think he's turning, right, on Kenny somewhat, or is he trying to teach Kenny, like, to, like, fuck all the bullshit and just concentrate on what you've got in front of you type of thing? Because you can go either way, right? Like, he's either trying to really help Kenny, or he's some bullshit is happening. Like, he's going to turn on Kenny.
Well,
I don't know what to think.
I'm like reasonably certain that he's not going to join the Blackpool Combat Club after tonight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I'm confused again. Like, where they what are they trying to do? That's what I mean. Is it for him? Is he trying to like teach Kenny like get away from all the bullshit, or is he going to turn on Kenny after tonight? I'm not sure anymore.
I say he turns on Kenny at the re-debut of CM Punk.
Nah. Then that makes him a fucking poor man's Heyman, which he's always been a poor man's Heyman.
Yeah, what do you mean makes him?
Yeah, I know. He's always been a poor man's Heyman, but...
The fuck is he? He's a poor man's Heyman.
I guess. But see, Facebook user says he's definitely joining BCC. I don't know, man, because... I want to say one thing. That elbow that fucking Moxie gave him, I'm telling you, I think cut him hard way, bro. I paused that shit. He had a deep laceration, bro, and it was vertical. It wasn't a razor fucking, like a blade job. You don't blade downwards. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Silly.
Yeah, I guess
People
we'll
usually
see.
blade sideways. I mean, some people do blade down, but I don't know, man. If he's joining BCC, it's going to look pretty retarded, in my opinion. I mean, after that, why? And what reason would he have? Did you hear their song, dude, by the way, the BCC? What the fuck was that? Are they really going with that shit? That British song? Like, they're going with the British, an old school classical British song. Like,
I guess so. I mean, it's better for heels than fucking Wild Thing, but like,
it doesn't make sense, but are these motherfuckers from Blackpool now?
we're
Are
the
they
Blackpool Combat Club. Are any of you from Blackpool? No, but we're still the Blackpool Combat Club. Okay, well, what makes you the Blackpool Combat Club?
The song, bro.
Well, we have a song that's British.
I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, no way. Am I hearing that? Am I fucking really hearing that? Like, I had to fucking really, like, question myself. Am I really hearing that?
Yeah. Well, all I can say is that Tony Khan is listening to the Skirmish, confirmed, because they didn't play Wild Thing after they won. So
I'll be honest, I prefer Wild Thing than this
Thanks,
shit.
Tony.
Like, come on.
Thanks for your patronage,
Tony.
Tony. We love you.
Hey,
I mean,
Tony.
we don't, obviously, because you can hear us. But like,
That's when you like insert fucking Ray Liotta laugh. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fucking. He's a weird dude. The look on their faces though is what fucking got me, dude. Once that fucking music hit, the look on their faces was fucking. They just sort of started laughing, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a rib, but what the fuck, man?
Well, I mean, after tonight, they should really just use Daniel or Brian Danielson's theme for the BBC or for the BCC. Sorry, now I'm sounding like Adam Page, and we'll get into that later. Dalton Castle and the boys make an entrance.
Hey, yeah, make an entrance.
And that's about it. They get their asses kicked by the Blackpool Combat Club.
It was stiff, bro.
Claudio very nearly injures himself and falls over to start the segment.
Yeah. And then he gets pissed off, it looked like, after that, dude. And then takes it out on the poor fucking boys.
Well,
Yeah.
learn how to fucking sell. Claudio wins easily, and then classical music plays. So no more Wild Thing. Again, thank you, Tony, for listening. There's a video from Japan about Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
This gets my Jimmy Crack Horn of the night.
Come on.
Because I don't
Are you
care.
talking about the upcoming match that we have?
No, we'll talk about the match, but just the video
Alright.
package shown was just stuff from Japan. I don't give a shit. Adam Page says it was the BBC, not the BCC, who attacked the Bucks. That's not the right letter combination, Adam. Callis comes to say sorry to Page, and the
Again, I'm
Combat Club
confused.
attacked both Page and Callis.
Yeah. Like I said, man, is he joining the BCC? And if he is, why? Why? Because he's Canadian? Is that why?
Another guy not from Blackpool who will join the Blackpool Combat
But at least
Club.
he's Canadian, right? So there's, at least there's some sort of fucking sense, you'd think, right? Because he's part of the Commonwealth, at least. But Yuta and Moxley, even fucking Claudio Castagnoli, really have no fucking reason to be part of this Blackpool club, shall we say.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Especially with the song. Like, really?
Just ridiculous. It's like the changing of the guards.
It made me laugh, though, bro. That really.
I swear to
fucking
God,
made
they
me
should
laugh.
all come out with Beefeater outfits on the next one. Like the London, you know what I'm talking about, eh? Like the London Guard with the tall, fucking black
fuck,
hats,
dude. That
and a red-
Cesaro would fucking pull that off perfectly, right? Moxley would fucking make me laugh. If Moxley came out like that, I'd be like, forget. I'd be like, forget about it.
that'd be great.
Why not? I mean, if you come out with fucking
That would be the most interesting thing John Moxley has done in 5 years.
Man, it would pop me. I'll admit, they have to do that, bro. They have to. Even Yuta. Even Danielson, fuck it. I mean, all of them have to come out with that bullshit. What's it called again? What are they? What are those things called?
Yeah, Beefeater.
Beefeater?
outfits, yeah.
Are you being serious now? Or just
No, that's really what they're called, yeah.
Beefeater?
Yep.
Why?
I don't fucking know why the English call things what they do. The English are weird people.
Yeah, and they've got no teeth, bro.
I mean, they have
Shout out
teeth.
to
They're
the
just
UK.
crooked and weird looking.
Stop it, Chris.
Sorry. I mean, your king
Do you
is
like
our
s-
king. Long live
yeah.
the king.
Do you like some Tetley tea?
I don't know what you just said, but
Tetley tea, bro. Don't
I'm
make me start
offended.
going banger after banger. Actually, I was playing WWE 2K23, bro, and I fucking laughed. Corey Graves on the game starts going banger after banger, and the commentator's like, stop, please. And he's like, banger, and then stop, banger. But on and on and on and on. And I was just that was funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I like that.
So just exactly like our conversations. Cool.
Yeah, that's why I laughed. Except I put the Scottish accent on, like banger after banger. You gotta roll your R's, Chris.
Yeah, I'm well aware of how to make Scottish accents. Jeff Cobb versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP United States Championship.
Yeah.
Again, this company keeps having people defend titles on their own show, which is
More belts, bruh. You know what
Yeah.
they say? Content is king. In this case for
hashtag
AEW,
no more belts.
belts is king.
All right, so a couple things about this match. First of all, Cobb is a big, thick boy.
Very thick.
There's no doubt he's strong,
He's huge.
as like that was sort of his thing, right? Like he went to the
Always.
Olympics representing Guam, which would be like
Guam.
me going to the Olympics representing Northwestern Ontario, by the way, because Guam is a tiny fucking place where there's
Right, well, he was
nobody.
born in Hawaii, though. That's true. But get this, Chris. He's of Samoan heritage, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, he looks the part. Anyway, he's like a midget Samoan. That's the thing. They're portraying him as
Short
if
and
he's Mark
stocky, bro.
Henry. He's like a quarter of Mark Henry.
Oh, Mark Henry, please. He ain't no sexual chocolate, bro.
And I just mean size-wise. He's like
Right,
a
I
quarter
know.
of Mark Henry.
Look,
What?
man, he's wide and agile for his size, but he's not fucking tall, man.
Yeah, he's like 250 pounds. He's a big dude. He's a big, strong
Fuck
man.
yeah, absolutely,
Yes, of course.
absolutely.
But Kenny Omega, like, couldn't get him up for a scoop slam at one point in this match. It's
He's
like,
selling, bro. He's got fucked ribs, remember?
okay.
Come on,
well,
dude. You got to give him credit. I mean, he's trying to sell.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then I'm not exactly sure how he then later got him up for the One-Winged Angel, but whatever.
Cause it's bullshit power, bro. That's how.
Bullshit power. Sounds about right.
Bullshit
So,
power, bro.
I have no idea, but at one point right before the end, they were standing in the middle of the ring
Yeah.
with their backs to the camera and just like having a chat.
They were?
Did you not see this?
I don't think I noticed that, man, for some
I
reason.
have no idea if somebody missed a spot or if Cobb wasn't sure what to do, but this was like close to the end of the match. Cobb like clearly is like standing in the middle of the ring, and then he turns his back so that his back and Kenny's back are to the hard cam.
Were they in the corner, though? Like at the
No,
turnbuckle?
they were in
No?
the middle of the fucking ring.
Okay.
And Kenny was getting up from something, selling, right? He was selling something. And it looked like maybe they were meant to do like an off the rope move or something. But like instead of moving, Jeff Cobb like turned around. So he had his face to the hard cam, right? And
Right.
Kenny's back was to the hard cam. So you could see Kenny's back and Jeff's face. And then Jeff turned around, and you know how sometimes they'll do that and then do a move where like they'll run into the ropes and then come back with like a springboard clothesline or something, right? And it's like it was part of the match for them to do that. Instead of having any offense, Jeff Cobb just turned so that his back was so now we're seeing his back and Kenny Omega's back at the same time, and then they're just having a fucking chat. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
AEW, bro. If fucking Moxie can blade in front of the cameras, what does this matter? This is nothing. I mean, I saw him at one stage even, like, Cobb saying, you know, slap me again. Like, I could just read his fucking lips. Like, literally, like, slap me again. You know what I mean? I hate that shit too, bro. But in AEW, I don't think TK really gives a shit, bro. I don't think he gives a shit if you're blading, like, while the camera's right on you. Moxley, which sounds like a fucking dog for crying out loud. Like Pugsley. Like, doesn't he sound like a fucking dog? Seriously.
He even kind of reminds me of like a really sick dog. Like a dog whose kidneys are starting to go or something.
Why kidneys, bro? Why, because he was an alcoholic?
I mean, that was the inference.
Well, yeah, did you listen to the podcast that he did with his wife?
No, I can't listen to him talk for more than like 5
Come
minutes.
on, man.
I listened to the clip of like what he said about what happened with Punk, and it was like wow. Every single time someone tells me something that's going on backstage, I'm just going, fuck.
I wasn't under any contract.
Yeah.
I could have turned up to SummerSlam with my AEW World Championship.
You're like, what the fuck? What's going on with this fucking company?
The fucking Coke is so fucking good, man.
Ugh.
Like, seriously, man. This company is the gift that keeps on giving, periods, bro. Literally, periods. Because, I mean, no, it's a fucking, really, I can't see this company staying afloat. If this is WCW, bro, like, this is the end of WCW. The way shit was happening there is exactly AEW repeating itself again, man.
Pretty much.
Like, for real, like, legit.
It's not good.
No one knows what contracts they're on. I mean, TK clearly fucking is too high to even remember. No one knows fucking what's going on. No, cunts don't even get along. This place is fucking high school, bro. Even if actually elementary school, it's that fucking babyish.
I'm not gonna put up with this fucking shit. I'm just not.
Fuck this. I'm going. And they just, you know what I mean? They're all bitches, bro.
Yep.
Shit.
Little bitches.
Little biatches,
Anyway, multiple Snapdragon suplexes from Kenny Omega. The third one gets completely no-sold as Jeff Cobb stands up after the Snapdragon, lands a clothesline, and then falls over. Which, I don't know if you're aware of this, Jimmy. That's not how the human body works. If you have the energy and the wherewithal to stand back up and then hit somebody with a move, you don't then fall over from the move that you got hit with
Japan,
10 seconds
cuz.
before.
Japan.
Which is exactly why I talk the way I do about Japan.
It's not that bad. We probably over-exaggerate, but a lot of guys don't sell. It's not as bad as Mexico, though. Those motherfuckers don't even know how to sell, like, at all.
It's not as bad as Mexico. Like,
Mexico's bad, bro.
Yeah,
like,
legitimately
bad. When it comes to selling, they have no idea, bro.
No. Delayed vertical superplex from Cobb. That was impressive. Kenny's not huge, but he's like a grown-ass man with some muscles.
He's decent size, right, absolutely.
That's a lot of weight to just hold while you're standing on the fucking turnbuckle.
He's strong too, bro. He's actually a lot stronger than people give him credit for, man. And you know what impressed? You know what was funny? I was saying to D, right? I go, I hope he comes out to his fucking to his New Japan theme, and then god damn it, I hear that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? How the fuck, man? I conjured it and it came out to Devil's Sky. Or, like, that's what the song's called. That popped.
Is that what that lame fucking song is called? Okay.
I love that tune, bro. I don't know why, man. Maybe because, you know, I've always been a fan of his from New Japan. So, you know, for me, yeah. I don't care what anyone thinks, bro. I'll say it all the time. I am a Kenny Mark. There you go. I said it. Whoops. I just headbutted my fucking mic.
Also, yeah, I mean, there you go. We have Japan to thank for that, too. The Japanese think that headbutting everything is okay. Shibata.
Yeah, he's named after bread, bro. Ciabatta. Look, match was slow. By Kenny standards,
yep,
it's usually a lot better. But to be fair, Kenny, I know he's going to sound stupid. I felt like they were trying to tell a story in the ring, but it wasn't quite sort of unfolding like that, and they couldn't really pull it off. But they were trying.
Yeah,
it was a slow match.
It wasn't like this wasn't. I mean,
I don't even know a bad match.
I don't even know what the fuck a 5-star match is anymore. It doesn't
look. It wasn't Kenny fucking like best bout machine standard, man. Because really, he pulls on a great match against anybody, bro. But I feel like this time,
does he?
He was trying to. Yeah, he does, bro. He really fucking does. Do you remember years ago, man, when you and I were talking in our media group, and I was trying to explain to you and Kevin Panetta, I remember, about Kenny, and I think I was showing you some matches. Go check this out. Go check that out. This is before we started doing the podcast shit, but we're talking, obviously. Right? Do you remember? And then I kind of turned both of yous, like, for a bit. He's like, okay, I get it. But, you know what I mean? He's still blah, 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 but whatever.
What I said was, okay, if this is who he actually is, I want to see that happen in America. And if it
That's another problem.
then that's how I'm going to judge him, because
Right.
I'm not watching Japan all the time.
He's a different cat, man.
Like,
in
I don't,
Japan. Yeah.
I hate fucking saying this because it just kills my whole fucking gimmick. You know that
Why,
I
'cause
think
he's Canadian.
you know that I think that Okada is the best.
Oh
wrestler
yeah,
in the
yeah,
world.
it does kill your gimmick, bro. You should stop it. Kayfabe it, bro.
I just
Kayfabe
should stop
that shit.
saying that.
You gotta
But
stop.
honestly, the guy's great. Okay,
Right, for sure.
I honestly think that he's leaps and bounds in front of Kenny Omega, because
Kenny will probably tell you
let's
the
put it
same
this way.
thing.
Let's put it this way. Kenny left Japan, and he
Right.
hasn't had a real 5-star match since. I know that Dave Meltzer gave last week's match 5 stars, but that's just fucking retarded.
No. But I think he's had better matches than that in AEW.
He's had better matches than that, sure. He's had some
His
decent
2019 matchups and early 2020, but more 2019, all throughout 2019, AEW Kenny were fucking bangers. Like,
Okay.
for real.
Okada legitimately had like what was probably the match of the year when he took on Zack Sabre Jr. And I thought
You
that
know
that was
why?
completely impossible, but Okada is fucking awesome.
Oh, come on, Mikey. Look at this, bro. I know. Look. Now you're gonna say I'm a Mark Tub. Look, he even put my name, his autograph. Hey, he's a fucking idiot in a way, but as a person, I won't lie. But no, look. The one thing about Okada, he's the only Japanese wrestler that can actually sell and tell a story in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, really, legit. Like, and I think fans in America and in the Western countries know him more so than a lot of other wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a big pop usually, even when he comes out in the States, man.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I really think that if Okada came over to the WWE tomorrow, he would already be the best wrestler in their company. And I think that he would probably prove it.
Really?
Yeah.
But would they push him as that fucking
No.
guy though? You think? No.
No, they wouldn't, because Vince is back in charge and he doesn't like Japanese people for some fucking reason. I'm basically I'm playing Vince basically. Like, when I talk about the Japanese people, like, that's really how Vince sees Japanese people, is like, these fucking people.
Can you imagine what he would really be saying behind the scenes, bro?
I can
It
imagine.
wouldn't be Japanese. First he'd be like, look at that Chinese guy.
Yeah, probably.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Let's call him the Orient Express. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
God.
seriously.
Everybody. Oh, they're from Japan? All right, I got a great fucking idea for their gimmick. They'll be a ninja.
Oh, yeah. Oh, ninjutsu. Yeah, pal. All right, Mikey, I don't know if I agree with this, because you say Okada was in TNA, people tried to book and use him. He couldn't convey emotion. A little while later, he was gone from TNA. First of all, he was on excursion. Second of all, man, they fucking booked him, bro. Big time. He was already a bigger deal in Japan. Man, they used him as Samoa Joe's lackey. Wasn't he a driver at one stage? He was wearing the fucking the limousine uniform with the fucking hat and shit. Like, they killed Okada, man, to the point where they had to stop the excursion. That's where the heat between New Japan and TNA
that's exactly
was
that's what I was
bad.
gonna say. They basically fucked up the relationship with New Japan by how
Until
badly
now.
they mismanaged
Until
it.
fucking now. It took him years to get over that one, man. Yeah, they really fucked up with that. I'll say it now. You know what I mean? He also says all Asians have to do wacky jappy shit.
No. We shouldn't. We should not be quoting that shit.
Oh, did I just say that? I did just say that. Sorry, I was just reading. But Vince sees Japanese wrestlers like the old kung fu movies. Doesn't take them serious. You get it? The delay.
I agree.
I challenge you to fight. Arigato, yeah. Anyway, I'm just fucking around. Come on.
All right. So this match, it was fine.
Fuji-san.
It was a fine match. There was nothing like this. Was if we're going 5 stars, this was like a 3, maybe like a 3.5. It was good, but it wasn't like
No, not 3.5. That's too generous, bro. 3 tops, 2.5, man. Let's be honest.
All right, yeah.
Match started off slow. It turned good towards the end, but
I didn't think it did. And that moment where they were standing there fucking talking to each other was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm saying compared to the start. That's why I'm saying it's not a 3-star or 3.5 star. It's 2.5 tops, bro.
All right, I think you're right. Combat Club shows up looking like they're going to jump Kenny. And then Bryan Danielson shows up to Yes Chance.
Obvious.
Because yes, we love Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson is awesome. He just had an hour-long match against the champion, and he was trying real hard, and then he said he was going to go home and spend some time with his kids.
Bullshit.
Anyway,
he's
Brian tells
the
Combat Club to get down, and then when Kenny goes after one of them, he hits him with the Busaiku knee, and the whole club beat him up.
Knee.
So Danielson has been in AEW a year, is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, he came in as a face.
Yeah. Then was a heel out of nowhere again.
Then he was a heel. And
then a face.
And then he was a face again to face
then
MJF.
A heel.
And now he's a heel again. Is he the Big Show?
You read my... You took the words out of my head. I was just about to say the same fucking thing. Look at his run in AEW. Sure, he's had some banger after banger matches with like Kenny and fucking and MJF and whatnot. But and Hangman Adam Page. But let's be fucking honest, yeah. He's been totally misbooked since he's been with this company, for real. He's still strong because it's Bryan Danielson, right? But he's been criminally misbooked, really bad. Right. You can't fucking hotshot him like this. Like 1 week and then 1 week baby face, 1 week heel, 1 week... That's what it feels like, dude. You can't do that shit. But it's okay, I get it, because it doesn't hurt Danielson for whatever reason. It's Danielson, right? But no good. I don't like it, man. I knew this is what he was going to do. Come on, Kenny. Lately, Kenny's been like the biggest dumb cunt, bro. Have you noticed that? Like the last 2 weeks, he's been the dopiest fuck. Like clearly he's on too much fucking chiba.
Yep.
No, really. Like he's been... And I hate it because when he acts that way, he looks so fake. Like, you know, that goofy fucking... Oh... He's sort of doing the Shawn Michaels selling, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, and it fucking drives me nuts, bro. I hate that because not even he believes it.
No.
If that makes any sense.
So just in case anybody's, keeping score backstage, the best wrestler in AEW has been there a year and has been a face twice and a heel twice already, which means that he's having a turn quarterly.
Yeah, quarterly. That's what it is. Literally quarterly, bro. So I guess
Booker of the fucking year, though.
4 times, isn't it? Isn't it 4-time Booker of the Year, bro?
4-time Booker of the Year, even though he's only been booking for 3 years.
4-time. Yep. It's Tony, bro. It's Uncle Tony, bro. Come on.
To even like begin to describe how fucking annoyed I am with this company over what they've done with
Tony,
Bryan
bro.
Man. I just...
Yeah, I know. It's true. Really, he's been so fucking casted, man, in AEW. Like, so fucking bad.
Oh, and also,
people love him.
If I told you that on my wrestling show this week, I was going to have a returning Adam Cole, baby. And he was going to be taking on Daniel Garcia.
Main event.
And no. Listen. If I told you that some of the matches that I was going to have on the card was Adam Cole versus Daniel Garcia, and I was also going to have an IWGP US title match between Jeff Cobb and Kenny Omega, wherein Bryan Danielson would return and turn heel. Which one of those things would you think was going to be my main event, Jimmy?
Obviously, Danielson turning fucking heel, right? I know, it's stupid, bro. But again, this is TK and this is All Elite Wrestling, bro. All Elite. It should be AEM. All Elite Malachias, bro.
Man. so bad. And I get what they're doing. They're basically they've got this whole thing setting up where, like, Adam Page is going to join back up with the Elite, right? He's going to join back with the Elite, and it's going to come full circle. So they need a team of 4 guys to beat, right? They need a team of 4 guys to
They
wrestle.
can beat themselves. I mean,
they could beat themselves. I'm sure they do beat each other. They come off that way.
Oh, damn.
We are gay. We are gay.
Okay, what? Anyway, we are poof. No, but anyway, no, enough of that. Let's move on from that. But really,
oh, sorry, the lyrics are the Elite. BB
right?
Elite.
Oh,
That's
that's right.
No,
but for real,
I hear the song wrong in my head.
Haven't we already seen this shit 2 years ago? Wasn't this the same storyline that never actually got finished?
Yes.
So why are we seeing it all over again?
Long-term storytelling.
Oh, that's what it is. You got me there, you cheeky bugger. No, but for real. Look, have you noticed Hangman Adam Page has been acting drunk again, but he's got no alcohol in his hand this time?
No, because I pay as little attention to what the fuck Adam Page is doing as possible.
Well, like his promo, for example, was kind of weird, bro. When Don Callis and
he definitely like misses words and just sounds like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing,
dude.
But I don't think he's playing drunk. I think he's just bad at the English language.
Are you saying he's too cowboy even for us?
He's a bunch of shit. Also, apparently, cowboy is part of it.
Oh, wow. Well, fuck the cowboy shit then, eh?
Fuck that cowboy shit. All right. Speaking of cowboys, did you know that when Billy Gunn first debuted for the WWF, he was in a cowboy gimmick?
Really?
Yeah, cowboys.
Wait.
Also,
did he have a smoking gun?
He had a smoking gun because he was a cowboy. See, but I'm transitioning
bang.
But I'm transitioning from cowboy shit to cowboy gimmick to gun to the Gun Club. We're backstage and they were talking shit about FTR. See, that's professional shit right there. Except that I just walked everybody through it and it sounded like garbage.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this. Like, man, this show, man, it's getting tough, bro. You know what? If it wasn't for the fucking listeners, always like we got some big numbers for the last skirmish, bro. If it wasn't for the listeners, man, I don't know if I'd watch AEW, and that means if I stopped watching that means we give up on this. Whoops, I've done it again.
Stop headbutting the mic.
That was
Jimmy.
my finger. I was playing, guns.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't even fucking care.
The comments though, man. Media goes, he ain't even a cowboy. He was a little submissive fuck that went to Boogie's camp. Oof. Did he go to Butterfly Camp though, Mike?
Yeah,
just quietly. Okay.
Fuck
Bataluda fucking camp, bro. That's how you say butterfly in Greek. Bataluda.
Mariposa in Spanish.
Oh, there you go. He's gone to Mariposa fucking school.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next up, we've got an AEW International Championship match between the Butcher and Orange Cassidy. By the way,
wait. Oh, okay.
This International Championship, has Orange Cassidy defended it against anyone who's not from America? Because
he defended it in Canada, right? That's where it made its debut, per se.
Against
in
Jeff
Winnipeg,
Jarrett.
Right? Oh, true. Good point.
Who's an American.
True. Good question. I'm trying to think. What about Takeshita? Takeshita. Did he ever?
No, not for the International Championship. He might have.
True, because he wrestled a few like internationals through the while it was the All Atlantique.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been French, like All Atlantique.
And then he could have joined Otis in the Maximum Male Models.
Hey, you know what, man? Their fucking songs are banger on the game. I heard their fucking thing. I was like, damn, it's not bad.
Banger after banger.
Right. Banger after banger.
All right, so this match starts off with Blade helping Butcher beat up Cassidy before the match gets
Oh,
started.
that's what I wanted to ask you, Chris, before you continue. Can you explain to me why the Butch is the number one contender? Is any particular reason?
I don't know. And again, like this brings
thought
up the
you
whole
would.
thing. This brings up the whole question of like, okay, FTR weren't going to get a title shot, and there was nothing that they could offer the Guns to get a title shot, even though Top Flight had a title shot that night. Top Flight, who has not beaten anybody.
Nobody. Even in
Here
Ring
we
of
have
Honor, they
another.
can't
We
win.
have a tag team specialist getting a shot at the All Atlantic or the International Championship. Who's he beat? Well, it's apparently not difficult to get championship matches in this company.
Yeah,
And I
of
mean,
course not.
obviously, since every other fucking person has a belt of some kind. So
Why not?
there's
More
that.
belts equals more money. apparently.
More money. Blade helps Butcher beat up Cassidy before the match gets started. There's still no chance Butcher wins this match.
Of
He's
course not,
super
even though
strong.
he was dominating, for fuck's sake.
He's super strong, and he seems to lay his shit in pretty good here. It
Pretty
looked
snug.
like he was hurting him, so
For sure.
I don't know if he's just really hurting him or if he's just
Oh, he's
good
really
at.
good.
Yeah,
Right.
he's either really good or he's really fucking bad, but at least he gets his shit in.
What do you mean, Media M5? Every time I hear banger, I think of sausages being thrown at those wrestlers. Like dicks, is that what you're saying? That's bangers and
bangers
mash,
and
bro.
mash.
That's bangers and mash, right? That's a wrong banger. Yeah, banger's a fucking sausage, not a real term. Well, banger. Well, it's the kids of today that have started banger after banger. We never used to call fucking wrestling matches bangers. Let's be honest. We didn't. You know what was the term for banger really? Like that's a banger track, bro. Like the song, for example, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not a fucking banger match.
Like when I tweeted out "Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?" I said, "This is a fucking
That's still
banger."
in my head. That's still in my head. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. Yeah, is he trolling me? Is he being for real? So I said, you know what, motherfucker? Lucky you were late, because that's what got me fucking doing. I go, yeah, I'll show you this motherfucker. And then what do you know? I ended up getting into it after that. I'm like, shit.
Worked out. It worked out in everyone's favor.
I think we
Cassidy
found
wins after some fucking around from the best friends, and they go to
Um,
hug, but they don't hug. They all just hold up their thumbs.
First of all, how like spectacular was their entrance, bro? They came in like lazy fucks, almost like it was so slow to do a fucking maneuver. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like they came out like bored as fuck, and they just didn't want to put effort. It was just, especially Chucky T, man. Get fuck off already, bro. Seriously, get your Chuck and your T on out of here. You're useless.
Yep, Taylor can pretty
mean-
much go fuck himself.
How does this guy be on television? And there's no Miro on TV. There's no Lance Archer even on TV. There's no one past 6'2". Where's fucking
No Sean
Big
Spears.
Dick? Yeah, where is the perfect 10? Think about that, bro. Remember fucking Dillinger in WWE when he came up to the main roster, Ty Dillinger, as the perfect 10 in a stadium for the Royal Rumble. That crowd fucking popped like crazy, dude. That wasn't that long ago. And everyone's like, 10. He came out at number 10. I'll never forget going to NXT here in my neck of the woods, right? How loud of a fucking ovation he got when he came out, bro. And now look at him. 10 my ass. More like minus 10.
Yeah. Identify a wrestler that you forgot works for AEW. Sean Spears.
At least he's married to fucking very hot Aussie chick. I'll give him that.
Well, good for him, but
He
he has to
banged
listen
it
to her
up.
talk all the time.
Well, I mean, he can't be complaining being home all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Anyway, Jade is outraged. She's gonna.
Can I be
sue
jaded?
Taya.
Can I be jaded at this?
You can definitely be jaded about it. She's gonna sue Taya, and then she says, "I'm still that bitch." So she's not allowed to say "cut the shit." But
That's bullshit, actually. I'm going to cut the shit now. Jeff, cut the shit. You're the one that told us this, that apparently everyone was getting fined, and I'm talking about our own Jeff Littman, about you can't say cut the shit. You can't say twat, right? Twat, whatever you want to fucking say. But here we are today. I heard shit from Jungle Bitch Jack Perry. I heard shit from fucking MJF. I heard another swear word from someone else as well.
Well, she said, I'm that bitch.
And, oh, yeah, there we go. There's another one. So I call bullshit. All right, so Jeff, cut the shit. Stop looking at the fucking dirt sheets. It's bullshit. I don't think they get fined for this. Like, I just think that's just bullshit, bro.
Probably. You know what else is bullshit?
What's that?
This next match. Ruby Soho versus Willow Nightingale.
I was taking a shit during this match. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, well, you must have had an epically long shit because this match dragged on and on and on and on. It was a 2-segment fucking match.
Really? I came back and Kenny was walking out, I think, at this point. Oh, no.
Awful.
Sorry, Adam Cole.
Just awful. Taz is trying to tell us how Willow is real dangerous, and she's
Why?
big and strong, and she's dangerous. And then they show us her record on the screen. What's her record?
What
it's
is it?
4 wins and 5 losses, Jim.
Like, I can't do it anymore. It's just
she's as good at wrestling as CM Punk is at MMA. Great.
Yeah.
So this should be a squash match, and it goes on and 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 on. Willow even kicks out of 2 of Soho's big kick finisher things that she does. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously. Oh, hi, homeboy.
Someone needs to get the fuck out of here. Like, we need to do some maneuvers on this guy. Chris Hambones and Jimmy Malaka Jones. What does that make you, homeboy? Fucking Busty. Look it up if you want to find out what that means.
Homeboy thinks it's really funny to make fun of our real names, eh? I think that's funny too.
You gotta get him paranoid, don't, bro? You're gonna make him have a heart attack. What did you say? Nice filler sweater. Don't suck up, man. Now, homeboy, it's all good, bro. It's all good. But anyway, that's a good one, Chris. Though that's a real good one. Wink, wink.
All right. Okay. So seriously, Ruby needs help from outside and her feet on the ropes to win against someone whose record is now 4-6.
4-6, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, the outcasts get in and they start beating her down, and then Riho and Sky Blue come out. They get their asses kicked.
Did Riho bring the lead pipe again?
She did not. She did. No.
That sucks.
Meaty M5 says the only thing dangerous about Willow is if she is going to fall on another female wrestler. I think that you're neglecting the dangers of type 2 diabetes, Meaty M5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's true. She should, and high cholesterol too, mind you.
Right. All of those things are very dangerous.
Good old Willow. She's all right. She's just, yeah. She should be called the Pillow, like Media said. It's true. Pillow Nightingale.
She should definitely be one of the pillows of AEW.
Who else is the other pillows of AEW, you think? There's not that many.
Rose.
Oh, yeah, true. There's not many pillows, but he's lost a lot of weight, though. He has. There's not many, bro. But definitely, Pillow is the Willow for sure. Or Willow's the Pillow, sorry.
Yeah.
And then fucking, what's his name? I mean, her name.
Nyla Rose.
Look at you say. Jimmy looks like a midget Willow. Really? A midget Willow? I'm going to say something stupid, Chris.
All right, anyway.
You better stop
Hater
me.
Makes the save. Hater makes the save. Who fucking cares? And anyway, Hater comes out. She makes the save. She makes sure that Riho doesn't get her ass kicked. And then Riho instantly gets in her face and starts doing the, it's my belt. I'm going to take your belt next week. I'm going to take your belt. Bitch, you just got your ass saved. And you're the size of, like, nothing. You're the size of my kid's hamster. You don't deserve to be in wrestling. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't understand why. If it's Kenny that's doing this, I don't get it, bro.
Well, Kenny. Anyway, there's a Powerhouse Hobbs video package instead of QTV.
That's odd.
Where's QTV?
It's not like I noticed that it wasn't even on. You just reminded me. I wasn't even thinking about it during the time. But you're right. Maybe, though. Actually, weren't we seeing it more so on Rampage, I think?
No, it was on.
You sure?
Yeah, it was on last week. Yep.
Not on Rampage.
No, it was on Wednesday night because they were talking about how on Friday Powerhouse Hobbs was gonna have a match against Penta.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I get confused between these two shows at times, man. I mean, come on. Can you blame me? I mean, jeez. No, you're right. But now that I think about it, because they were in a matchup. But yeah. So does that mean QTV is BTV now?
I don't know. The one thing that I've asked this company for 3 years now is consistency. The one thing that they just don't seem to be able to give me is consistency. So I guess they've been consistently inconsistent. I guess I could say that.
That's consistency, bro.
That is a form of consistency. It might not be
right. It's consistent. They're consistent of being inconsistent is still a form of consistency.
All right. And
yeah.
Now my brain.
Say that really fast. Yeah. That's a tongue twister, bro.
It is. All right. Main event time. Adam Cole. Daniel Garcia.
This was a vanilla midget fucking matchup if I ever saw one. But the ending gets even better, bro.
Fucking Daniel Garcia.
Did we
He's main eventing another show?
He's borderline fucking retarded too, bro. This guy. Borderline. I mean, do you think he's dyslexic? He's one of those guys that wouldn't have been able to read properly, bro. He'd be like, "Fuck you, man! Fuck you! No, I can't read it. All right, I can't do it."
I just honestly, why is this guy? Why is this guy main eventing?
I don't know, bro. Why? You tell me.
Anyway, this match was fucking boring. I just couldn't care less about it. Cole wins.
Was boring.
Cole wins, and they basically celebrate like he won the world title. There were fucking streamers that came down, and fucking Britt Baker came out. It's like, oh my god, he's done the impossible. He's beaten Daniel Garcia. What? This was like fucking WrestleMania 20. Fucking Benoit holding up the world title with the streamers. What the fuck was this?
And Britt was Eddie, right?
Yeah, like, fucking, what the fuck was this, Jim?
I'm not gonna lie, I fucking laughed. As soon as I saw the streamers, bro, I was like, what? Like, what did he win? Did he win Britt? Do you remember Double Dragon, the video game?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you clocked the game, you fucking get your girl back because, she got kidnapped? Yeah. That's what it felt like. Like, it felt like, he beat up his twin brother, except I guess they were the same height. So you can, maybe they were twins. And then he won his girl back.
That's great.
And streamers
were in the streamers?
There was no streamers in Double Dragon, unfortunately. But you know what was going through my head? Like, love's in the air. Every time I look at it. It was fucking stupid, bro. If I was Adam Cole, I hope he didn't know that was going to happen, because if he didn't know, I'd be going in the back and be like, fuck your all.
No, like, really, literally. Though. Like,
really?
What are you
Whose
doing?
idea was this?
And you're celebrating the fact that he beat Daniel fucking Garcia. Like,
yeah. Garcia.
That would be like if I went and beat the shit out of my 7-year-old, and then somebody threw streamers at me and was like, "Oh, congratulations, way to go, Chris. That's really fantastic for you. We're so proud of you and everything you've accomplished." He beat Daniel fucking Garcia.
But get this, dude. Not only was it fucking streamers, though, it was obnoxiously a lot of streamers. Like overkill, bro. Like, I mean, What, did he lose his virginity to fucking Britt Baker and that's why fucking those streamers? I mean, why would you do this for I know, I get it. And I get it. Before anybody wants to point out, well, it's because, he came back after 9 months. Fucking Kenny had way worse injuries than this guy. All right? I'm just saying he had 3 different surgeries. This guy only had a concussion. And it took him 9 months to come back from a fucking concussion. Do you know how many undiagnosed concussions I've probably had, bro? Seriously. I'm being dead serious,
definitely
man.
A few. Yeah.
Hey, shit, it wasn't long ago I got into a fight.
I've been podcasting with you for 3 years, so you've definitely got some.
I'm a bit slow sometimes, but fuck me, bro. Like, seriously.
I'm sorry. Highlight this fucking comment from Homeboy right now.
Only 3 guys? Get the hell out of here. You'd probably know at least 100 of them named
Highlight
fucking
it.
Daniel
You gotta
Garcia.
highlight it.
Oh, yeah,
you have
you
to
go.
highlight it. It's fucking hilarious. I know 3 guys named Daniel Garcia.
And before anyone says he's being racist, he's Mexican. He can actually say that. All right.
Oh, God.
I mean, but only 3 guys. He got beat up by a midget. Mimito Holmes. He got beaten by the El Nino and Mimito. The kid of fucking midgets.
Maybe
Whatever
that's
that
what the
means.
streamers were for, was just hey, like, you know what, Adam, we realized, and like, we didn't know this, and sorry we didn't know this, but we just realized, like, somehow, some way, you bagged Britt Baker. So here's your fucking streamers, bro, because like, wow.
I'm hoping that's the rib, bro. I'm hoping
Wow.
that was the rib. I mean, you know what I mean? Like fuck. I mean,
Like,
that's a fucking effort, right? I mean, look, Adam Cole's not the ugliest motherfucker, right? Don't get me wrong, but fuck, his missus is taller than him.
Is he handsome?
I mean, he's not really handsome. Maybe you could say handsome, but he's not really. Like,
see, here I am. I'm sorry. That was racist. I asked the Greek man if the other man was
why is that
handsome.
racist? What are you
I'm
trying to
sorry.
say? You calling me a fag? Is that what you're saying? Is that? Well, maybe you're homophobic, Chris. All right. and that guy that's talking about concussions.
No, I ain't never.
Remember,
scared.
don't mention names. Whatever you do. Oh God, no! Please don't say that. Media. Adam Cole is trans. Marcia Brady. Oh,
See,
Marsha,
he's
too.
not good looking. He's not. I don't care.
Well, anyway, with the F word. What do you mean with the F word? What is
What,
that? Oh, fag. He hates that when you say fag.
Oh, yeah, well, he's
He
from
gets really
California.
upset.
He's from California, so.
Hey, man. I'm saying fugazi, bro. I'm allowed to say fugazi. That means fake. The F words.
Also, a fag is something you smoke.
It is. In Australia, it definitely is. I'm
Yeah.
serious. Look
All
it
right.
up if you don't believe me. I'm not talking about gaping. What is on your mind, bro? Jesus.
Jeez, homeboy, you're sensitive.
Jeez.
Jericho
Fags
comes
and
down to
cigarettes.
retrieve Garcia and also to set up a program with Adam Cole because he realizes that Adam Cole is someone else who's over and he can milk off of that for the next few months.
I guess. I mean, what business does Jericho have coming out acting all like... How
No, it's
dare you.
100% so that he can start a program with Adam Cole so that he can milk
But
off of Adam
why?
Cole's popularity for the next few months. Because Chris Jericho sucks now.
Can I say, is he getting to the Bret Hart stage of fucking loving himself, do you think?
I think it's way, way past that. Like,
Do you think if you go into his bedroom, you'd see fucking Jericho shit all over the place?
I don't know. I really need to make like a drawing of myself to put up here. Like, I don't know.
You are
man.
Canadian. I mean, it must run into the Canadian thing. It must be a Canadian thing. I mean, like, seriously. Well, thanks. I was being serious. It's there's cigarettes in Australia, man. Check it out.
That's what we call cigarettes here too.
Yeah.
It's also what we
Flaming.
call gay people.
They're
if we're getting really
flaming.
mad.
Yeah.
All right. A letter grade for this fucking show.
Oof,
D
really? D for
plus?
Danny Garcia, bro.
Maybe a D. Maybe it's just getting a D. It's not going to be a D plus.
And I'll be fair, I would have given it a C, But then all the streamers at the end just straight away DMD me.
Like, fuck off. Bryan Danielson is back. That's a good thing. If Bryan Danielson would have come back and done something interesting as a face, I would have been like, cool, this show could have gotten a C from me because that's how much I like Bryan Danielson. But he came back and for the 4th time switched allegiances since he's been a part of this company. 4 times in a year.
He's not Danielson anymore. He is the Big Show.
He's the Big Show.
The Big Show. Maybe Great Show. I don't know because of copyright, but can we call him the D Show? The D Show? We could do that. Although people might think that the D Show is showing you the D. Stop thinking it's dicks, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck. Not everything's about dick. Not everything's about dick here at the PWC.
That's not true.
Jeez.
The answer is always penis.
Always comes back to penis.
Yeah, man. So that was the show.
Again,
it's getting a D from me. What are you giving it, Jimmy?
It's a double D for me, bro.
A double D is like a good connotation to me.
Hubba bubba. Well, yeah, but in this case, it's the double thumbs down.
All right, yeah. We'll just say not very good. Jimmy,
they
where can
tried.
people find you?
Well, you can find me right here at the pwcnetwork.podbean.com where you can find all our shows. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at DJ Mass Effects and also at the PWC Network. Please like and subscribe right here at the pwcnetwork.podbean.com and at channelattitude.com and hameenmediagroup.podbean.com. Did I say pwcnetwork.podbean.com twice? Now 3 times?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh, well. Subscribe. That's all I'm saying.
That's about it, man. Once for each of the Daniel Garcias, Homeboy 88 knows. Go ahead and highlight
look
that
what
last
he just
one.
said. I was just impressed. I like Jeff, but this is the golden duo right here. Back and forth like red and meth. Wow. Takao.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear fucking my remix as a bonus track as we come off the air. You'll love it, homeboy. This one's for you too.
Yeah, listen up to that because I feel like I was part of making that too because I just
well, it's all Chris, really. I wouldn't have done this on normal circumstances, but he fucking told me remix this. I thought he was joking, but I said fuck it. Even if he is joking, I'm gonna do it, and it worked out pretty good, actually. Weird, but yeah, you'll see at the end.
Fantastic. All right, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at ChrisAms1. Find me online, Facebook, Christopher Ambs. Just look for my beautiful smiling face. You can find me on all kinds of stuff on the PWC Network. Generally, this show is sort of my show for the PWC Network. Is the Wednesday night skirmish.
It's the flagship show.
We do the flagship show, motherfuckers.
Yeah. It is. It's the number 1 most downloaded show all the time. It's the flagship. We always said it from day one. This is where you get us really shitting on shit. Like, for real.
This is what we do. This is what we do. We shit on crappy wrestling.
That's it. If it's good, we'll say it, man. But it just, yeah. It's not tonight.
It's not. It's not. Sometimes it's just not. Yeah, you can also find me over on the Hameen Media Group. You can find me at channelattitude.com where you can pay to hear me talk more about amazing wrestling and awful wrestling and all kinds of other things. So check me out over there and over here and under there and I just made you say underwear. All right. Wow. So for Jimmy T, I've been Chris Ambs. You've been a wonderful fucking audience, and I love you guys. Ole.
Ole. And before we go, Minnie says, I want your chair, Chris.
I know.
Ole.
Thanks, yeah.
Peace out, y'all. Check out the tune. You'll love it.
Listen.
I'll put it on now. See you later.
Around the world from India to Carolina. classic China. Tell me, where in the world is
Carmen San Diego?
still their soul in South Korea? Making money comes right up from the Red Sea to Greenland. They'll be singing the blues. They'll be never Arkansas her steel. Me come from the jungle. Tell me,
Where in the world is
Carmen San Diego?
From Nashville to Norway, Monterey to Zimbabwe,
Chicago to Czechoslovakia. I'm back. Well, she'll ransack Pakistan and run a scan in Scandinavia. Then she'll stick 'em out down under and go big pocket further. She was the missing misdemeanor when she stole the beans from Lima. Tell me, where in the world is
Carmen San Diego?
Tell me where in the world? Tell me where can she be?
that's smarter to Thailand, Finlandia, and to Mali, to Bali, Ohio,
She flies around the globe and she'll flip and every nation. She's a double-dealing diva with a taste for thievery. Her itinerary's loaded up with moving violations. Tell me, where in the world is
Carmen San Diego?
tell me, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Tell me, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where could she be? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? In the world is Carmen San Diego?
Carmen San Diego?
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Tell me, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where could she be? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? In the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
The PWC Network. What the world is watching and listening to.